So Enigma went back to the Chris Network yesterday, and in my view, yesterday's stream was worse than before. I think yesterday's stream, for me, marks who believes, and who believes the Bible, who believes man, who believes human being. So Enigma went there and he was speaking about September. He gave he gave three prophecies about September. So I'm speechless after hearing those three prophecies. I'm speechless after hearing these three prophecies. Strict Reality Show, we do daily Christian commentary videos. So we're talking about this clip over here and what he said there. But I want to just give a question, right? What are we supposed to believe? When we hear the Bible, what are we supposed to believe?
Ngoba into enkulu bekuyile ukuthi sizotshela abazalwane ukuthi kunento eminyama ezayo September. Kunento eminyama ezayo September. Kuzoba mnyama abantu balokhu bahamba estradini. Kube mnyama fi. Ifone angeke ekhanyise, i-electric angeke ekhanyise. uJesu uzobamba the power of electricity. Akuna technology ezosebenza ngoba ufuna ukuthi kube mnyama. So maka ufuna ukuthi kube mnyama, akuna Apollo light ezokhanyisa the whole world.
Days of darkness happen second coming. At the rapture, that's not what happens. And so we clarify that. So Enigma now has gone back to that. He's saying that there is going to be darkness, September. So this is this September, right? There's going to be darkness. Electrical devices will be working and electricity will be off. Later on in the day, in the video, he says electricity will be gone for 3, if not 4 days. Okay, that's what he says later on in this video. I only played it from the portion of the introduction. That's the 4 things that he mentioned. So these things will be very easy for us to validate. The things that he said here will be easy for us to validate. Now, I want to ask the people that follow Enigma, if these things don't happen the whole of September, and then in October we are shooting videos, what must we say, since he said Jesus is going to hold the light for 3 days? What must we say when they don't happen, so that we can decide now? Does that mean that his prophecy is not from God? Does it mean that he is being deceived by a false spirit? What does it mean now? I know people will come here and say, hey, no, why are you talking about Enigma? No. He gave prophecies. I want us to decide, me and you, if what he said here doesn't come to pass, then what does that mean? Even false prophets don't prophesy like this. They try to prophesy within the realm of possibility. They'll prophesy something like, someone's car will spoil. No, by month end, someone will die. They won't say who. Occasionally they will name a person and stuff like that. But most of the time they'll just say something just random or something vague or something like that, so that they don't get held accountable for saying something that does not come to pass. And so, with what Enigma said here, it's the most unnecessary revelations or prophecies. All electrical equipment will be off. All. So, if our devices are working for the whole month of September, then what does that mean? Number 2, if our devices are not only working, if our electricity is working, the whole world, okay? Not even load shedding, which can just do its own thing. If the electricity is not even going off for the whole September, then what must we think? A revelation he gave that I was like, these are just obvious things, but they become difficult because I don't know if he doesn't. I think he doesn't know the Bible. And people really have to just live up with it. This particular revelations here.
Is that there are things that your eyes has never seen, that your ears has never heard about it before. Those are the very things that you are going to see after rapture. And everybody will remain that Brother Enigma has warned us. And Brother Enigma has spoken that after this, torture is coming. And therefore it will be nobody's fault but yours. Now, people will see Antichrist. Antichrist is so huge. If you have ever walked around and see the lights, the big lights, Apollo lights, Antichrist is so huge and tall.
Pause. That's not how the Bible describes the Antichrist. The Bible describes Antichrist as an average-bodied person, because he comes in a manner that is convincing to everybody. It's not like he's some big figure. It's just an average person. He comes as an average person. And so what he's saying there, it doesn't line with how the Bible characterizes the man of sin, as it calls him. He's an average person. He's not some tall person like an Apollo light. But anyways.
Oh. But also Angel Michael is so huge and tall. And then Gabriel, Pokeman, I-Man, those are the names of the angels.
Pokeman, I-Man. What's that? That sounds like superhero figures. Not angels, but anyways.
They are as tall as Antichrist. But then Michael and Gabriel and other angels, they won't be found in this world, because they'll be gone with the children of the Lord.
That's very contrary to what the Bible says. To saying that in the tribulation period there are no angels. That's not true. If you read Revelations, you'll see that. Angels, it's actually after the period of Jesus, it is the most high activity of supernatural things happening. The way in which the angels are taking forward the gospel and what, that's not true. What must we do now? We must just, there's another thing that he did mention in this video there.
Here on earth it will be Antichrist, it will be the president of the world. It is therefore where people will be forced to take the mark of the beast 666. Anybody will be forced, or if you don't take it, you are in trouble. If you are a Christian, you will still be praying and worshiping and reading the Bible, but the Lord cannot hear your prayer.
That's not biblical.
Because the Lord will be in heaven with his children that obeyed him. The Lord will be speaking and showing his children that are taken by rapture. The Lord...
Okay, pause. It's fine. That's not biblical. Revelation is very clear on that. When during the tribulation, this is during the seventh seal. This is during the tribulation. And then an angel, okay? Another angel so others have been going in and out, and who had the golden came and spoke and stood at the altar, and he was given much incense to offer along with the prayers of the saints. So there is prayers, and the prayers are received. That's the whole thing of the incense. And then it says, and on the golden altar before the throne, and the smoke of the incense together with the prayers of the saints rose up before God from the hand of the angels. So both the things that he says Revelation about are disputed in one verse. Not only are angels involved with human affairs, but now their prayers of the people are rising up to God. It's contrary to what he's saying. So, anyways, we're not going to stretch it out here. I know I've broken my rule concerning me not talking about his revelations. But I wanted to use this as a reminder. Everything that he says, he just pulls it out from thin air. Everything. He just pulls it out of thin air. And so now, because remember, he's had a series of failures, of failing moments in the past couple of things, right? And so this might be causing him to crash out. You call this crashing out. When a person is in a losing streak, this is particularly a term that they use particularly for people that are in the financial markets, to say when a person is in this losing loop, they tend to want to go all out. So now he's betting everything on the September thing. You know, the lights are going to go off. There's not going to be any, there's darkness that's going to fall down. No cell phone will be working. No electrical devices. The darkness will be here for 4 days. He's like going all out. And he's saying the most outrageous things. So if those 4 things don't happen, what then? But it's because he keeps making this thing. So it makes me question, not Enigma, it makes me question like the level of his comprehension. Not to sound insulting or anything. I know that there was a question concerning people saying that he's not well and whatnot. But it makes you question the level of his comprehension. Like, why go all out like that? Why? Even charlatans don't do that. You know, they try and say things that are within the realm of possibility. Like, why does he go all out in that manner? Now, I'm going to leave it there. We'll wait for September. But in the meantime, if these things that he said yet don't happen, then what? For you who follows, then what? Tell us down in the comment section. Sexuality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. I don't think he should have made any of this prophecies. He could have just gone on talking about the revelations that he did about Julius and what and all the other things that he was saying. But to say something like this, in the next 20 days, in the next 30 days, we will know fail or what. Then what? You must decide. If this thing that he said here don't happen, then what? I'll wait to see people's comments down in the comment section. It's Ricky. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the comments. Y'all have a blessed day.